Hi everyone. I really want to talk to you today about why I like to attend group somatic movement classes in my own practice. So when I first started doing somatic movement, I really resisted attending regular live classes, and probably the main reason was, well, time's always a little bit of an issue, right? I think that's probably a given for the majority of us. But I think actually the main reason was I didn't want to spend the money on something that I felt like I could do myself. Like I thought I could do it all, right? With videos and, audios and things like that. I am so over that now. I love my live classes that I attend. I now go to a weekly class whenever I can, whenever it's running. If I have to miss one, I really try to carve out the time and the space to listen back to the recording, to do the class that I've missed. And I really want to share with you a few of the reasons why I feel it's so beneficial to attend group classes, live classes. So one of the reasons for me is that I really like the sort of continuity of turn up each week and that idea, that kind of sense of building on the experiences, the skills, the learnings that I already have, layering on sort of new ideas, new insights, new movements as well. There's always something new techniques that I can kind of bring in to boost my practice. I can really feel how it deepens and broadens my own practice and the benefits I get from that. Not to mention my own teaching as well, of course. It's really beneficial on that front as well. Another reason that I really feel like going to regular classes really helps me stay kind of fresh in my own practice. Somatic movement is so much about exploration. If your practice becomes a little bit sort of stale and habitual and sort of that, like a little bit automatic, a little bit sort of painting by numbers, you lose that sort of sense of curiosity. You're not learning new things, you're just moving your body, but you're not kind of really tuning into the new learnings that are there for you. And every time I attend a class, even if it's going over really basic stuff, because I'm, in another layer of my learning, something new will drop in for me. Some new insight, something will shake things up, something will move in a way that it hasn't moved before. I learn something new, things change. So you get that kind of freshness where you get change over time, right? You don't get stale. I also really like connecting to other people in real time. Sometimes at the end of class, I will share my experience or maybe ask a question or something like that. Like lots of the people I work with, I don't always do that. It isn't always something that calls me to do. But there's always somebody sharing something, and I love that kind of whatever question or insight or like new learning is shared. I always find that other people's reflections really help me in my own practice, whether it's sort of a sense of we're in this together, we're doing this work together, or that experience resonates with me, or oh, that's really interesting because my experience was different to that. That kind of sense of that shared sort of learning is really helpful and just really like interesting, right? The absolute biggest reason why I like to have live classes planned in, it's at this hour on this day, is motivation. I am not the most disciplined person in all the world. I would quite happy just sit down with a cup of tea and a book, which is fantastic. And I also want to do my somatic movement practice because I know how good I feel afterwards. actually like motivating myself and disciplining myself to create the space to do my practice is really hard for me. I know lots of you will resonate with that, especially as life is often so full with so many sort of pressures on us, so many things pulling at us. If I have a regular live class, I know when to show up, I know how it works, it is the accountability that I need to actually show up and do the work. And the fact that I come and I do it each week when the class is running and then feel great afterwards, I kind of need that for like, oh yeah, it's really helpful, isn't it? You know, I need that reminder. I'm sure there are lots more reasons. One is actually, just thinking about it, is that it's usually an hour long, and it's so fantastic to go like that deep into it for a whole hour, you know, carving out an hour just sort of because I feel like it. I mean, whew, that's tricky, isn't it? But yeah, turning up and doing an hour's work. So there's lots of reasons why I really, really love live group classes. Motivation is probably the biggest one for me. I really, really value that kind of, well, I've booked it, I have paid for it, so I'm going to turn up. And just because I value so much the benefits I get from somatic movement, and I want all the help I can get to kind of keep that journey going, right? So that's what it's like for me. I would love to hear what you find about attending sort of live classes and how that helps you. Like I say, I don't think that I've covered all the reasons, but those are some of the sort of main ones for me. And yeah, enjoy your classes, and I will see you in another video.